This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Cercia.
I'm your host who didn't think a pile of garbage could be a good boss, Dave Spates.
This episode is our weekly anime/manga review. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Yo.
Hey, Davis.
Yo.
It's been a while since we have put out a podcast episode. See, I can't even talk anymore.
I know, we're out of practice.
We had holidays. I had a stroke.
Yep.
There's a lot going on. But we're here, and we're back to talk about anime.
Yes.
And manga.
Yes. We are pumped, right back built better than ever. I'm out of my cast.
See?
I'm walking again. We are good. I am getting over a cold, so my voice kind of sucks right now. But other than that, I'm mostly here. We're good.
Just a regular cold.
Yep. It's just regular cold.
It's just a regular cold. Ray Zero, we're not going to talk about it because they're 2 episodes. I mean,
they made the last 2 weeks.
I think we haven't made a podcast episode in a month, I think.
Possibly.
Because I was in the hospital like a month ago. Almost to like pretty close to a month ago.
Yeah, that's probably all right.
We haven't, so there was probably episodes in time, but we're not going to talk about Ray Zero. We're just going to talk about the most recent episodes, all the most recent anime. So sorry if you are a long-time listener. Thanks for still listening, hopefully.
Yeah, of course.
And you were hoping to get weekly anime reviews of certain episodes, but you won't get them. Shangra-la Frontier, we will go a little back on because I got to talk about the robots.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the robots. And then Dan to Dan, we can pretty much just do the most recent episode. Don't really have to talk about the other ones unless we want to.
I'm down for that.
And then Dragon Ball, we're just going to talk about the most recent one. So.
Sounds good to me.
Same thing with, I think, with the One Piece manga. So it's going to be mostly the recent stuff. We're not going to backtrack.
Yeah, we're just getting right back on the horse where they normally should be, you know?
Yes, but let's kick it right off with Dan to Dan.
It was a good episode, nice slow episode. I enjoyed this quite a bit.
Love this episode. Man, her friends are the best.
Their friends are the best. I'm so happy that at the end of the episode, her childhood friend, whom you love, finally came in.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the full crew.
Yeah, the full crew is great. First of all, how much do you... Okay, so backtracking a little bit. Just Ira. Yeah. How in love she is with him. She's so in love with him.
My goodness. It's out of control how in love. This is borderline levels of like absolute stupidity of how much she is like just shook by I don't know how this nerd is doing it. This is not how reality works, obviously.
You wish it was.
I'd be so
when you were in high school, you wish that
just got the bad girl there for him. Mm-hmm. Now he's got the most popular girl who's really smitten with him. Yeah. Both are just like hardcore into this kid.
I love the scene where she's like,
he's cured cancer.
Yeah, I love the scene where they're sitting on the couch and he's like, well, now they're gonna be after you, and she's like, he's worried about me.
Oh my goodness.
And then she like turns like slowly, like just admiring him like slowly, and then it like cuts to Momo, cuts to her face, and she's like, And I love how much they hate each other. I love how
I know.
She's always like calling her skank because she's so jealous.
But then doing the exact same, like, being women. Oh my god, I can't believe anyone saw me with my clothes off and all that stuff. They're both doing the same exact motions. I loved the scene where he was like, or he cracked it. He was like, this is why the aliens haven't invaded Earth, because the spirits and all stuff, this whole big drawing, and it's like this, and this, which is actually really good information for the show. Mm-hmm. And 2 girls are like, screw that, people saw me with my clothes off. That's even more worse. No.
It'd be better since how Momo goes, what? I wasn't really listening. That was good. And then Ira's like, she's like, no, I was listening, so I got it. So I'm the perfect pretty angel that's going to save everyone. And he's like, ugh.
She's the chosen one.
I do like her when her friends show up, though. They do the whole like scene, and she's like, so I came to the conclusion that it's just like the whole production.
Momo's friends are amazing.
They're incredible. And then she's like,
but we know since episode 1.
Oh yeah,
like they were gonna be something.
But like every time they show up, it's just a nice little they're here, and I just love it. She's like, and I came to the conclusion, nude gladiator battles for over the. I'm just like, oh my gosh,
fantastic. I liked how too. It's like usually when they have a friend group like that, it's like either the girls will be exactly the same or one will be more dominant than the other. But because the girl with the fake tan, I assumed she was going to be the one that was going to be like the very out there dominant friend in the friend group. But it's very fun to see that the other girl can also be like the ridiculous, like, here we go. Here's what it is.
They're so ridiculous.
Perfect. Those 2 are fantastic.
I totally forgot this episode starts out with I totally forgot about that nurse. Queen Sensei, who's just a dominatrix pretty much.
Yeah.
This show's hilarious.
That teacher guy.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I will say about the show, so I'm wondering if it is because the show is more popular. A lot of people are like, oh my god, they have like these girls in their bras and panties, which I think they do actually like. It is over the top, but they do like better than other anime do.
Yeah. Have you seen Fairy Tail?
Yeah, exactly.
They like fight in bras,
and they're like, "Isn't this?" Everyone's like, "Isn't this disgusting and perverted?" And I'm like, "You don't watch anime.
Yeah,
you clearly don't watch anime. This is light.
Yeah,
this is light, and like not just light for like." People are like, oh, what kind of anime you're watching? No, it's just like, this is pretty light for like a lot of anime.
Yes.
Never watch, what is it called? The one with Rudius.
Oh, Shuka Tensei.
Never watched that one. Yeah. Never watched that one.
No.
Don't ever do that.
That one's considerably more intense.
Yeah, but anyways, I was enjoying this. Yeah, I'm a big fan of always like what I like more about this anime, and they're all idiots. Is like they're all openly about their feelings.
Oh, 100%.
Like
yes.
yeah, it's Akira-kun there. He likes Momo the most.
Yeah, that little heart to heart they had there, where they're explaining stuff, was very good.
When a very pretty girl in high school tries to kiss you and you deny it, that means you like someone else. Facts, especially if you're a big nerd like him.
Facts, yes. Oh my, yeah, he's such a huge nerd.
I love when they're like bowing down to their grandmother.
Please buy us more stuff.
And she's like, I will for Ira and the super geek, but not you.
you got a shady look to your face. He's like, you want to milk this for all it's worth.
When Ira's like, why are we doing this? She's like, this is what we do when we have no money. We get the wallets of big fat wallets from adults to give us money. And she's like, you got to look like you want to take the money out of my big fat wallet. And I'm just like, oh my god.
That's hilarious. Well, it's her grandkid. Makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great scene. And then she had to do her best. I'm guessing this is some Japanese celebrities like interpreting impression.
I'm assuming, yeah.
I don't know, some cultural thing I missed, which was great. No, but overall, this episode was.
In this episode too, you find out why they adopt cows.
Oh, I totally forgot about Crab Boy and his blood being milk, which is just like.
And his son pees and poops out all his blood every day.
That was good. He needs a blood transfusion all the time.
I was glad. They must have done this on purpose because Momo does mention it. I'm like, he's so hard to understand.
Oh yeah.
And she does mention it. She's like, what is it? Can anyone understand what he's saying?
Yeah,
she says that. I was like, okay, so they must do it on purpose. But he says a lot of funny things, so I feel like we're missing out on some stuff.
Probably put subtitles on, we can see it. But like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna.
I love it. Akira's like, I'll give him my wiener, and Ira's like, retrieving his wiener. And she's like, calm down.
That was funny. Ira's powers are dope.
She's cool, right?
That was I'm very happy that it stayed in line with like what occult Okuro-chan there. Or no, Ken. That's his name.
He's called Ken.
Whatever. I like how their like the spirit powers are roughly the same thing. Like she transforms into
the ballerina.
Yeah, the ballerina, or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah,
and he transforms into Turbo Grand.
Yeah, I like how they look very
That's
similar.
very cool, yeah. And she has like her mask.
She ages up hardcore too. So does he, I guess. He does get a lot more jacked.
Yeah, he does.
Like in the episode before when they're like dancing together, fighting.
Oh yeah, that was good,
Yeah.
So overall, that's so sick. Now the show is like I said, it was a slower episode, but it was just like fantastic. I died laughing when it was like, drink this. It's like our blood.
Yeah, no, it's insane. When that was revealed, I died laughing because he shows up in all the white goop, and you're like, oh, what's this about? But yeah, their blood is milk. Yeah, I think it's like a really funny thing. It's like, and then they do like the most like the cow being abducted thing, and it's just like good. I like it. It's like explaining really like,
and that's in the opening too.
Yeah. So I love like they're all yelling together, blah blah, and then Iron's the one that makes it through. It's like, don't come back.
Do you still not believe in aliens? Nah, I definitely wasn't an alien.
Yeah, it was
sure wasn't a Kappa. Yeah.
And then the friend shows up at the end, which I love because like I wish, it's just one of those things. I remember when he showed up, and they did a good job having him show up because when he shows up, you immediately are like, oh no, this guy looks like the coolest guy ever, and he is very popular, and all the ladies love him, and he is pretty cool. He plays soccer and stuff, but he's an absolute goober.
Nice, excellent. Yeah. I'm excited. Yes.
So I'm thinking, I think it's a 12 episode. We only get 12 episodes or
Probably.
13 or something like that. So I think I think it's gonna end like I think the next like 2 or I think it's 2. Regardless, I think we get to see his backstory.
Nice.
And, like, how he gets powers, and then I think it'll probably end.
And the whole crew has powers.
Yeah, I kind of think so. I just wish they would give us 24 episodes.
I know, it'd be nice. I miss that old formula.
Yeah. It's a very good show though. It's definitely like I was talking outside the podcast, Alex, and we were talking. I'd probably like shows of the year: My Hero Academia, Frieren, and then for me it'd be Dan to Dan. I think like it's just Dan to Dan's one of those shows like the opening hits and like Shangra-la Frontier is pretty close. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I really do like that show. But like Dan to Dan is so far is just one of those shows like every part of every episode I'm just like
So funny.
You just enjoy it. You just thoroughly enjoy the show.
Every second of it.
But yeah, that would probably be my top 3. We'll the end of the year is coming up, so obviously we're going to do our...
Yeah, we'll do the ranking now. Oh my god, goodness. Yeah, we're going to do that really soon.
We'll have our top anime openings, stuff like that. Our awards, the normal nerd awards, the correct ones, the ones that matter the most.
Yeah, the ones that are actually accurate.
And then also, side note, we're going out of here. Dan and Dan's done. We're going to be moving on to Shangra-la Frontier in a second. But did you know Solo Loving's at
the North Park?
Yeah, it's at North Park.
They do that. They do that a lot with
I might go see it.
That's not a bad idea. Maybe we're coordinate that. That's not a bad idea.
Since it's just a walk,
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, I'll be down for that.
But that is Dan and Dan. Great episode, as always. Yes. Now let's move on to Shangra-la Frontier Season
2. The show rules. The show is such nerd porn all the time.
Yes, I will say, worth talking about previous episodes. Only a show good as this could go, hey, we're going to change the show. You want mechs now? You want robot fights? You want robot fights?
Yeah.
And you want it to be awesome and cool and... I was like, oh, this show's so good that it's making another show.
I know. That's what it did, though. And even changed the Shangri-La Frontier name to Neon Gen. It's not Neon Genesis.
No, it's the giants from the Bible.
Nephilim.
Yeah. Nephilim Hollow or something like that. Nephilim Hollow, yeah.
Yeah. That was...
Because that's like the story is like, there's lore to the game that they give. It's like 200 years ago, giants fell from the sky. And I'm like, what the heck?
I don't know who's making this show, but man, they are just creative geniuses. This was
they're super cool.
To think that a little interlude, like I was kind of like, oh, you're leaving here already? I wanted to see you make like a few more mechs. Like I want to see you do stuff. With
exactly,
all that,
and like even the side characters are like they're so Rust and Mold. I can't remember the other guy's name. Super Tomio, I think is called. His buddy is like
his buddy rules.
He's like so cool. I was like, these are great characters.
There's a whole nother game environment that I want to see.
No, and the fights were sick.
And like where like now he goes into the other game, the fighting one every now and again.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that one's interesting and fun. I don't want to see like a whole arc in there. It's gonna be whatever.
This one I was super cool.
More.
This is super cool.
This is like a duller world than Shangri-La Frontier by miles, but it's still incredibly interesting.
Yeah, and I just like
Kingfish Angler or whatever. His first mech was awesome. Kingfisher was awesome.
Yeah, her second one, Ashen. Whatever.
I don't remember.
So it was so cool. I was glad we didn't. I was glad they didn't have that fight because I was just like,
We saw the one already.
But like, just like
his mech was so boring.
To have like such a short that mech was boring. Yeah. To have such a short like little stint away from Shangri-La Frontier, and to develop like these like 3 interesting new characters, a whole video game of like mechs and stuff. I was like, this show's incredible.
And then have it connect back to the original game.
I know. I can't wait till he meets up with Rust and Mold. I can't wait to see their Shangri-La Frontier characters.
Oh, me too.
I wonder if they made him look different or they made him look like pretty much the same.
Yes, I'm so excited for that. That's so good. I hope he loans them some of the armor from the inventory just so that his 2 buddies there in Wolfgang can't use it before. Can't use it first.
I did love that.
He desperately doesn't want to have happen.
When he found out he couldn't use it, I just love that. When he's like, that's like part of his thought. He's like, yeah, they're gonna use it before me, those sons of guns.
I did all the work for this. That was what I love how. Cracks me up because I know that they're the exact same way. Is that he has all this like unique scenario stuff. He just wants to do it all before them without telling people in his party anything.
Yeah, speaking of which, also the new girl who figured out the rabbit thing.
Yeah,
which they took her mask off like I was supposed to know who that was. No idea.
No idea. Watch this like it's his sister or something.
That's what I thought. I was like, this is gonna be a sister, but there's no way.
No way. It'd be weird.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting. I'd love it if it was. I'd love it if his whole family were monsters. They kind of are, but
no, they have all. Well, that's like they all have their own hyper interest. Yeah, hers is clothing. Yes. Yeah, so that she works so many jobs just so she can fuck.
Insanity. Oh my god, that episode where he spilled shit all over.
Oh,
like, I don't know. She like he got her like she did it herself, but she blamed him, and it was like great idea, bye.
Yeah. He's because like she's like I would just try a new outfit. I wouldn't be upset, and then he's like that's what I'll do because that's why he goes and plays the other game.
Yeah,
and then she spills. He's like just try a new outfit. But really I love, but yeah, so that...
Can I talk about how much of a letdown Imul's brother was? I wanted him to be such a badass big rabbit like their dad.
I don't think that's the king.
That's him. I don't think that's the king.
No, I don't think that's the king. Because it looks like they did like what Imul did and like went out and got like someone else. Like, Imul showed up.
Yeah,
I don't think it's the king.
Okay, fair enough.
There's no way.
I don't remember the king's brother. The king's name. I just know it was her older brother.
Nah, yeah, I don't think that's the king.
Okay,
I feel like it would have been much bigger of a thing.
They're rabbits, man. I don't know.
I think it would have. No, it's definitely no, it's definitely not.
Okay, fair.
But at the same time, he might like look like if it is him. I wouldn't have been surprised because they all look dumb. But Amul is the best.
Amul is the best.
Amul is just the best. I love Amul. Like the scene where I just love it. There was a scene where Summer got very excited about something, and he's like, "It's freaking awesome!" And then Amul just shows up the and goes, "Indeed."
Yes.
And I'm just like, oh.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Amul. That's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, I love how he just manipulated Amul for staying back. First of all, why did you bring her? I know he wants her to stay back so that when her brother comes back and he can.
Oh, why didn't he bring her?
Yeah, I know why he didn't. I know why he didn't.
But I just said, why did he bring her? It's like he didn't.
No, I wish he did though.
That'd been fun. Yeah, it's always better with Mool there. Mm-hmm. It's always so much nicer. But he's having her run interference on the new chick so that he can try and lock down the new scenario even more.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, please don't tell
anybody.
His
point is really true though. It's like once more people start getting it, it's just gonna explode.
Yeah,
I love how he called Amelia a ticking time bomb. The Amelia animal people. He's like, it's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, they are because they're trying to break into Rabbitooza so badly right now. No, I thought I understand why he did that. It makes sense, but like it would have been cooler if Mool came with him.
When he pulls out the carrot.
I loved his face the entire time. Just like, like he's like just a villainous face the entire time. Like he's manipulating a child, and it's like very easily. And it's like, you fool, Amul. You fell right into my trap. Mool's like, it's my carrot.
Yeah. Oh, I love
no one can have the carrot.
I love when Bee Village shows up and she's like, Mool's like, you can't have my carrot.
Oh, no.
And then immediately eats the entire thing, and Bill's like, it's not even there anymore. Like,
I know.
Those so gauntlets. Funny. Oh my! Of course. The show cuts right before he's about to use them.
These awesome looking gauntlets.
Yeah.
When Belok first pulled them out, I was like, oh, these are so large. These are going to be spectacular. And then I got like, my heart dropped when it said he couldn't equip it.
I know.
That whole sequence where it was like, but I can use this. And it's like, okay, it's fine with me, man.
Yeah.
A long sequence just for you to find out you wanted to use cool armor, to use a lot of cool armor. That's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I like how he explained it. I like how he's like, it's like, he considered it like a transformation.
I know.
Like, it's like, he's like, and then I go into this form.
I know. It's going to be, it is. It's sick.
And I was glad too that the boss, cool boss actually.
Yeah.
I was glad it was like a speedrun boss because I was like, are we going to have an entire episode of him fighting this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Because I really want him to get to Seiger Zero, obviously. We'll get into that whole thing. And I really want him to get into Rust and Mold and see what their crew is. What I'm liking about this show, too, it's creating such good characters. Because obviously when he goes fights the Abyss thing, which is going to be disgusting and awful.
Yes.
Because it's a water monster. Ooh,
yeah.
The worst.
Squid thing.
Yeah. And dark black water, which is even creepier.
I know.
I feel like that's the crew he's going to fight with. Seiger Zero, Rust, and Mold. So it's like, what a good job that you've like created such good characters that even if you don't have the main trio, the show is still incredibly.
He's even admitted too that he can't, like, the game has demonstrated that he can't do it all by himself. So he has to have people like this. So I love it. I find it super interesting too that Rabbitooza is. We were calling this earlier on, but that they're probably connected to all the beasts. But that brother is sending that chick on another mission to go after the dragon one, Seagroom, I think.
Yeah, Seagroom. Yeah.
So it's like. It's all. I mean, it's leave it to great game developers to make all these bunnies connected to the most important things in the story. I know. But it's very hard to get access to the bunnies.
And crazy hard too.
Yeah. I mean, like Sunrock is the only one that's done it.
Yeah.
Minus this other girl now.
And the game's been around for a while too, actually.
Yeah. True. Yeah. So it's fantastic. I'm just like, it's one of those ones where it's like, when the show ends, I'm like, I need another episode right now. Like,
it really is that.
I want him to punch with the gauntlet so hard.
It really is that though, right? You're actually right. Right when the show ends, I'm like, no.
I was thinking the entire time though, like since new updates come out and all this stuff, that he's gassing. I was like, I'm gonna speedrun this. I wanted them to like silently buff this monster.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
I was like,
I didn't think about that
the entire time.
It could still be a thing.
It could still be a thing. Yeah,
could still be a thing.
99 extended. His level.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know, but I'm very interested.
Yeah, once again, that's what the show is. It's like a bunch of stuff. I'm like, ooh. It's nerd porn.
Important. Part of this episode was just showing of how his abilities evolved, and I was like, more.
Yeah, it's like Thunderclaw and Claw, but not sad.
Facts all the time. So.
No, I can't wait for. I love the whole thing with Seiger Zero too.
Yeah.
When he sends the thing, and she's just like, I have to log off.
Because she can't handle it.
I love the scene where it just shows her walking by his house with an umbrella, and then she stops and looks at his room, and then there's just the three kids staring at her. That's correct.
That was funny. She is a fantastic character.
They're going to be awesome.
She's already at the meeting spot an hour early.
Yeah, she's like, because I'm so excited. And everyone's like staring at her. First of all, I can't wait to see her watch her like fight again, because her fighting is so cool.
Oh, I want to see it so bad.
Yeah.
Well, we saw in the opening, I believe, that she goes into her dark form again, so I'm pumped.
I'm really hoping that Russ shows up in a little... I hope her character has a little bit of a scandalicious outfit.
Yes, me too.
And really like Senraku.
Yes,
just so Cyger's there was like... Bah, 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 bah.
Wait, you're in another game?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, have friends.
She buys Hollow Zero, or no, Nephilim Hollow now, and builds a massive monster.
But yeah, this show is awesome. I think we're getting like another 24 episodes, so that's like good. It seems like it's going to do like kind of like a Black Clover-esque kind of thing, but not just keep going. But
yeah.
It's a very popular show. It's one of those shows I think it's going to stick around because I think it's one of those where it's like everyone's watching it, but it's just not. It's not like Crunchyroll and a bunch of other whatever. Like, Kotaku, which is a terrible magazine, but like the big name things aren't like pushing it forward like they push everything else, like other stuff like like Dan to Dan and Dragon Ball.
I mean, Crunchyroll has it. I mean, maybe it's just my algorithm, but it always has it as like when it comes out. One of the big
it's very, but I don't think they like. I think that's like I think it's high up in its most popular thing too, but I think that's all algorithms. I'm talking about like on its Instagram and stuff like that.
True, I don't see a lot for Shangra-la.
Yeah, they don't push it too much. Like it was advertised pretty well, but I think it's one of those shows that's like everyone's just watching and everyone's enjoying.
Makes sense.
It's like Frieren. Like let's get real. Like Frieren wasn't like when Frieren came out. It took like 18 episodes before Crunchyroll was like, oh crap, everyone loves this.
Yeah, everyone. This is a great show. Like, yeah, I remember. I mean. Yeah, I remember seeing it, and I was like, well, I'll watch that maybe one day. I don't know. That sounded cool to me. And then, I saw clips, and you and other people started talking about it. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I've got Frieren. Frieren was one of those where, like, it grew because of how good it is. That's the only reason it got popular. It's just such a good show.
Yeah, I agree with that. So,
yeah.
I just hope we keep getting more of Shangra-la Frontier. We need, it's good content, so I hope we keep getting more of it.
Yeah. Now let's move on to Dragon Ball. Daima or Daima? Daima, right?
There's no Y, so it's Daima, I think.
Yeah.
Good setup. I mean, everything up to this has been good setup. I think I was like 3 episodes behind when I caught up today.
The fight was good.
The fight was good.
Between the Taimaya or something. The thing that protects Dragon Ball.
I don't know. That's like Tamagotchi in my head.
Yeah. The thing that protects Dragon Ball.
That way, and I stopped reading.
Whatever. That fight's great.
That was really cool.
Let's talk about just the last episode.
Yes. Yeah.
What actually happened?
What was the last episode?
So last episode is they get the hotel room. They get the hotel room. Those dumb idiots are like, that's the guy. That's the kid who beat the really hard thing to beat. They're like, let's steal from that kid.
From that guy.
I know.
From that guy. And it doesn't work. They say they get it and they go, I always love these scenes in anime where like the bad guys are like, talking together, conniving and scheming over the Dragon Ball, and then Goku like jumps in and it's like, yeah, it was pretty hard to get. Yeah, I bet it was really hard.
Yeah, I do
sell it for a lot of money. It's like, what?
Well, I do love those.
Goku's just instantly there.
Yeah, he's like, don't you need all 3 of them? He's like, no. We'll sell it for a lot of money. And then they're like, and they try to run away, which is like Goku fighting and also Pansy's clothing is hilarious. Like it just looks funny. But it's just one of those things. I'm like, maybe I gotta go back and maybe watch like other Dragon Ball, like maybe Dragon Ball Super or something. But I'm just like, this show is just so enjoyable.
Yeah,
it's just fun. An enjoyable show.
Yeah, it's fun. It's just like they're like, I think it's trying to capture, trying to capture original Dragon Ball again, just like with like keeping the story going.
They really have nailed it though. That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, like how Pansy had like or Pansy or whatever. I'm saying Pansy. I'm pretty sure that's like not what her name's supposed to be. But,
yeah, she has a Dragon Ball locator.
Yeah, she's funny.
She is pretty funny.
She's funny. When she's like goes to Goku, she's like, your friend is just as strong. Her friend is really strong too, and he's like, yeah. And she's like, okay. All right. Like, sure. Do we need this many strong people? Like.
Oh man.
Because like you're insane. Thank God Piccolo and Vegeta aren't as insane as a.
True, but they are strong. I like how they're just like the poor demon bandits in this world are just getting their shit rocked left and right. It's like at some point, why don't you just give up? Mm-hmm. Like you have children. Your child just kicked your buddy across the courtyard. Like at some point, you think like maybe you're outclassed.
I do love how that whole sequence starts though at the club. They're like the guy you beat up last night, and then just like they're at a club for some reason. A bunch of kids are at a club. It's a demon world. And he just slightly bumps into him, and he's like, "Hey man, blah blah." And then Vegeta's like, "What?" And then he just goes to punch him. He just immediately beats the crap out of him.
This is the episode 2 where their guide is like, he talk down to Vegeta in this one.
No, not this
No, okay, it's one before that. So I watched them all at like one time, so they're blurring together for me.
Okay, yeah.
No, in the episode previous, like Vegeta talks to him arrogantly, and the guy's like, for someone who's not a king, you talk very arrogantly. I wonder why it's all about. And Vegeta gets all flustered. It's fun.
Yeah, because it's Prince Vegeta.
I know, yeah.
I do love though. When Goku's with Glorio's ship shows up, and I just immediately Vegeta just runs up. He's like, "You're late, Kakarot." And they're like, "We don't have room for you." It's like, why did you show up just to be like, "We don't have room. Peace out." Like,
bye. See you guys. That was fantastic. Oh, I love this crew so much. I'm so happy everyone's in the Demon World finally too. Because I was like, it's been fun with Goku and Supreme Kai. But I miss Vegeta and Piccolo so bad.
Yeah. And just Vegeta and Goku are just always such a great combo. Especially now, it's even more extreme because like Goku's so carefree in this demon world, and Vegeta's just getting annoyed because he's not getting to do anything.
Yeah, left and right. So it's like, it's really good storytelling. This was also the episode where we're getting a lot into this science lady.
Yeah,
Supreme Kai's older sister,
Majin Ku.
Yes,
not Majin Buu.
But the only thing I don't love that they're doing.
Way it could be stronger than Buu.
Probably not, but
right?
I don't know. Probably not.
They said it's a better version, but there's no way. There's no way it's going to lose to Kid Goku.
Yeah, it's facts, yeah. I don't know. A better version. I don't know. Well, they're doing some things that I don't love when anime do this, is that they're retconning parts of the old story. Like, they're not changing anything, but I don't like when they just like, here's the old story, insert the scientist lady here, so she's like picking up pieces of this episode before, I think.
No, you're talking about how she what do you mean?
She was on Earth, and picked up a piece of Majin Buu.
Yeah.
I know, it's like she wasn't there.
No,
she was not there. I don't really do it, like, because that's why I was liking about this a lot so much.
Well, I think I'm thinking this timeline is like fake.
It probably. I mean, yes, it is. It's probably an Elseworld sort of thing.
I bet at the end of this that just like reverse time and they all go back.
Maybe, very possible.
But I know what you mean. What you mean.
I'm just like, this was already really good because they just like picked up like all this stuff could have happened in the Demon World while this was all going on. That's no problem at all. But like now you're saying the Demon Lady was at all the fights and like you're telling me she didn't get sensed by anyone there.
Yeah, I know.
She was so close.
Yeah, and she's clearly strong.
So and they're also retconning. It's like now Babidi didn't make Majin Buu. It was
I know.
Lady. It's like. Okay, that's fine. You know, the scientist lady could have just made another Majin Buu that's her own, but it's whatever. Yeah. Now it's magic instead of science. I'm just like...
Well, I think it's still science. It is still science.
She's a witch, though.
Yeah, but... Well, she's listening to that person who's like... It's all ingredients and stuff like that. I don't think it's magic.
Yeah, regardless, fine. Either way.
Even though she's really not doing anything.
No.
She's just listening to this other...
The witch lady.
The witch...
talk, yeah.
Like hag.
Yeah.
Thing.
The Majin witch or whatever.
Yeah. But I agree with you on that.
But other than that, it's fine. This new Buu character is gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I don't think there's any way that this is okay. So I don't know.
Can't be stronger than Buu.
I feel like
it's gonna lose to Kid Goku.
Yeah, exactly. And like
also Glorio has cool powers.
Glorio has magic. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Even though Goku, like, I don't think it was 2 episodes before they fought just to see who's stronger. And Goku absolutely, it's the first time he goes Super Saiyan. He absolutely just
I didn't watch that.
So that was hilarious.
Well, obviously, come on, fucking Goku.
And Glorio was like, oh shit, because like Glorio's been like, he's strong, but how strong is he actually?
That's what I like about the crew though, is that they all understand. Like that's what I love about that scene with Pansy when she has a tracker. She's like, I got the tracker, Goku. Like she knows.
Yeah.
She knows who to send.
She gets it, yeah.
She knows who to send.
It's also funny too.
I like Supreme Kai does nothing.
Absolutely nothing. He broke her collar. That was about it.
I know, but Supreme Kai made. I love how Supreme Kai does exactly what Supreme Kai would do. Just go.
The entire time.
That's all he does. He's the tails of the group.
Yeah, it does correct me on how weak this world is in perspective, though, because like your Supreme Guardian who guards the Dragon Balls, like the strongest items in your entire world, is beat by Kid Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah,
like. What would adult Super Saiyan Goku do?
Gosh.
Yeah, probably would just look
Ultra
at it.
Instinct, like... What do you mean?
No,
he could... I will say, I'm very interested, though, because Supreme Kai's brother, right?
Younger brother.
I can't remember his name.
No.
Whatever. He looks very scared of the king, so I'm wondering... And the king, I don't know if that's, like, anime making his head big, or he can actually do it when he's yelling at him. Because I did like, he's like... They got the third Dragon Ball. Which, by the way, why do you call them that? Why do you call it the first, second, and third? Because then it's really confusing in conversation.
This one has 3 stars.
Yeah, I know, but no, he's like, they got their third Dragon Ball. He said there, and I was like, wait, they got 3 of them? No, wait, no, they didn't. But anyways, regardless, he's like, he got the third Dragon Ball. I love this. He's like, he got the third Dragon Ball. They're like, he's like, what? Yesterday? Why didn't you say anything? Like, why aren't you doing anything about this?
That's pretty good. I enjoy the hell out of that. Yeah, that's like, so funny.
But he seemed extremely scared of the king, so I was like, he must be strong.
Guy, he's got to be. It's got to be something.
Yeah.
Right?
However, they're sending Vegeta and Piccolo to go kill him, which only means that he's going to get stronger when he fights Vegeta and Piccolo, because that's all they do is get their ass kicked and then go and get stronger.
And you're right, they paved the way for Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's factual.
Yeah, you really feel bad for Piccolo and overall, because he was a villain, badass, everything like that. Trains Gohan, and then
really good story
and then he's just a loser the rest of the show.
Yeah, it's so sad that he just keeps getting his teeth kicked in all the time. He's just like, he's kind of a joke at this point.
Yeah. Like, for me,
I'll send my weakest... No, that's Krillin. I'll send my second weakest Pokemon.
Yeah. I will say, for some reason, out of all the characters that going like... Ugh! Like, for some reason, there's just a Piccolo in my mind is the one just like... Ugh!
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
No.
I was glad. Piccolo looks so cool. He even looks cool now.
He was the shit, dude.
Yeah, he looks so cool.
He's awesome. He's badass.
Yeah.
All the time. He might be weak, but he's badass all the time.
Same thing with Vegeta. Like, I do love Vegeta's just absolute pissed angry the entire time.
It's fantastic.
It's like, they didn't even... I do like that they got their shit back. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice. That's nice. But yeah, I think that was just the episode, right?
Yeah, no, it's very good. Once again, I'm very, very much enjoying the show.
Oh, Daima is good. Yeah. I'm glad we're actually reviewing it.
Yeah.
Totally wrong.
And then now we're moving on to the manga section, One Piece. Bing, bing.
Spoiler section.
Spoiler, because manga. So if you're not caught up on the manga, move away if you're just an anime watcher, which is fine.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Stinks you gotta wait.
Yeah, until April.
This is very good. This was so
right.
good.
Oh, in the feels. So oh, it hurt to watch all this, and I was like the entire time just like, they're gonna start crying, and I'm gonna start crying. Here we go.
I know.
The entire time for it. This was it was a long time in the making, and it feels like, I don't know, it feels awesome because like last time I saw Saul and Ramen together, rather for me it was like friggin', like over a decade ago. So
it was honestly probably actually 6 months ago. Because in One Piece, they probably replayed the scene.
Okay,
yeah, I know what you mean.
First time.
I know what you mean.
So I was like seeing this again. It's like, wow, this took a long time to get here. This is awesome. Good for Robin. Because you always feel so bad for Robin. Robin had a terrible life.
Yeah, it starts out. It starts out with like 22 years ago, and which immediately I was like, oh god, when this anime episode comes out, it's gotta hurt. Yeah, she had terrible. I did love how Saul was just like so mad, all the bad things people said about Robin, and he had to listen to them all. And
that was annoying. Yeah,
and it got me good. It got me good though, because Robin immediately walks over. First of all, I love they get mad at Luffy. Well, Luffy, what a great captain. She's like, you don't need to come. He's like, no. Anyone who helps my crew, I respect them. And I'm like,
yeah. The whole crew was like, no, we're coming, you dork.
I know, but Robin walks over. He tries to scare her and everything. Robin's just doing her Robin self. Stone face, smile and blah, blah. And I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. And then she starts to cry. I was like, bah! At the end. And I'm like, ah!
No.
And even better, this panel is a great panel. And I really appreciate the panel. It's when they're all crying and it just shows Luffy and he's just smiling. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, God, this crew rocks.
They're an amazing crew.
They're all feeling the emotions, but Luffy is feeling what a glorious moment this is. What a great,
so good for Robin.
Yeah.
It shows he pays attention at least a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, Luffy's a great captain.
He's awesome,
he gets crew in danger all the time, but his captain, that's another thing. A lot of people don't act like Luffy has no growth in the show. They're fools.
Yeah, all the time the kid's growing. Yeah. All the time. Mm-hmm. So it's like, no, that panel was fantastic. It was, of course, friggin' One Piece. 2 chapters before, or a chapter before, it was like, oh no, Saul's falling, he can't get up. It's like, oh no, he's not going to talk to Robin. He's faking the entire time.
Oh yeah,
this is great.
Just trying to get her to jump. I did love when he looked at her the first time. It showed a quick image of her as a child, and then how she looks now, and I was like, God dang, Oda, you just twisting this knife here
as hard as he possibly can. Mm-hmm. So great stuff. I love how they have Road tied up too in the background
because he's an absolute jackass.
What a jerk! What a jerk!
I did love that one scene. I don't know if it was in this one or the last one. It's like the new giant pirates, and it showed all of them, the ones the 2 guys, can't remember their names. The female one who's obsessed with humans.
Yeah.
Which good for Sanji because he's obsessed with her. Sanji, yeah. I don't know how that works, but
who do I?
Unless there's something that can make you giant, you're...
I mean, I guess technically Bonnie could imagine a giant future and make him big.
That's
she
true.
imagines the kid thing. So.
That's true. What do you imagine the kid thing?
Or when she touches people, she turns them into kids.
Yes.
She's imagining a child's future.
Oh, yeah,
That's how fruit works, I assume.
Yeah.
Right? So she could just...
I always forget Bonnie as a kid.
Yeah.
You should just leave her as a kid.
It'd be nice. He was doing a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, he has been doing.
He's in his last like 2 chapters. Like he was a kid.
Yeah. Anybody who probably had a Bonnie body pillow out there, you have to burn that now.
Yeah, you do.
She's a child.
Yes.
Well, she doesn't look like one. No, she's really a kid.
No, she is a child.
She's a child. Like, she's like 8 or 10. 10.
I thought she was 12.
Wasn't it her 10th birthday? Or 12th birthday? Was it her 12th birthday?
No, maybe you're right.
I think it might have been her 10th.
Yeah, should be 10.
Is that the one that like Kuma was like,
well, no, she's out to sea when she was 10, but then it was 2 years after.
Oh, yeah. And then...
Because the time skip happened.
Yeah, and the last thing Kuma says, happy birthday.
Still one of those shit.
That's gonna hurt.
Panels.
That's gonna hurt. When that comes in the anime, that one's gonna hurt. Thank God these are very far apart in the manga, so we're not back to back on like. Even though the Saw one is a happy sad.
Yes.
Like like where you're like.
The Kuma one's just rough.
The Kuma one's just sad. Mm-hmm. It's just literally sad.
Freaking, you feel bad for everyone, Vegapunk included, all that stuff. So
Kuma goes from like you're like, oh, he's such a great character to like you're like he's a top 5 character. Well, non-Straw Hat character.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, yes.
I'm loving that. I do love that Robin went back to their old haircut.
Me too. Yeah. I miss Classic Robin so much. I'm so happy we're back in Classic Robin. Mm-hmm. She's awesome. Classic Robin's the shit. That was all with her. I want the cowboy hat back.
Mm-hmm. That would. Oh man.
What if she did the Alabasta outfit again?
Well, I was gonna say, you probably called it just right there. I didn't think about it, but I bet you the final arc, like when they're doing their final thing, I bet you everyone goes back to their original outfit.
That'd be fun. That'd be awesome.
Yes, I think like Zoro with a white shirt.
That'd be
belt.
So good.
Nami with a blue top.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna have to let that top out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Robin with her what was her name?
Wednesday.
No, Wednesday
Sunday?
was Vivi.
Saturday. She was one of the days. Yeah. I think she was Miss Sunday.
Yeah. Like that original outfit, like when she first showed up. Chopper with the original helmet.
Hat.
Yeah, it was actually hat. Yeah, now he's been wearing a helmet since the start.
Yeah.
The hat. Yeah. So no, you totally called it. You didn't call it on purpose, but that is what's going to happen.
I was pumped for it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
so good.
I mean, Sanji will look pretty much the same, but
more or less. Yeah. Put a suit on. I mean, yeah. I mean, he hasn't worn a suit now in technically 2 years.
Sanji hasn't worn a suit in a really long time. I would say I did love the scene though when like they think Saul's down and everyone's like, oh, Chopper's like, out of my way, I'm a doctor. I was like, Chopper, you're the best.
Chop is the best.
Best.
And what did Usopp say? It's like, yeah, Chopper, it's all on you now to fix him and all that stuff. Happy ending. It's like, jeez, dude.
Usopp's loving this place though.
That's cool. I think Usopp might have an arc here because this was supposed to be his like. This was one of his goals.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he's definitely
him and Luffy. That panel, I think it was in chapter before when they were like, it's like just him and Luffy. They do a flashback of it, and it was like, you're killing me here. Mm-hmm. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I definitely think they're definitely gonna. I was seeing a thing, and we've talked about this. So a lot of people, dumb people, where they're like, well, Wano was supposed to be a big arc for Zoro, and it wasn't. I was like, what are you talking about?
Zoro had a huge arc there.
Yeah, he was awesome in that. He had a massive arc in that.
He got oh crap, why am I forgetting his name? Odin's sword.
Oh, I forgot it too.
It's
not Eneru, because that's that god.
It's a really good name actually. What was it? It was Ichi. Okay, so Ichiwado manga or whatever is the one he got. It's the one he got from a while ago. So it's got to be. Oh my goodness, why am I forgetting it?
I'm looking it up.
Enma, yes, great name. I knew it was a shorter one.
Yeah, he had a huge arc. He gets separated. He goes with the fox and all. You know, he definitely met his future wife. Whatever, I can't remember the princess's name. Whatever.
What was her name?
Oh, Zoro's definitely going back to Wano.
Oh, that's his one. I mean, that's probably where he descends from.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
and then we get his backstory and everything.
Part of his backstory, which I'm dying for because I didn't know there was more to his backstory.
Yeah, and he had
stairs thing.
He had like one of the best fights in Wano. One of the best fights in the anime.
I agree with that. Yeah.
When I say one of, that doesn't mean the best.
Yes, one of them.
I prefer his King fight more than the Luffy Kaido fight.
Yes.
When Luffy went Gear 5.
Yes.
Before that, it was awesome.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And the way the counter fight ended was so not ended. The way the middle part of it was so frustrating when the stupid freaking I can't remember their names. The
CP0.
Yeah, idiot. But
he's dead though.
But a lot of people were like, and he didn't really have an important arc, which liars. But they also say, which I agree with this, like Frankie was supposed to have a huge arc in Vegapunk, and he did not. He did nothing.
Frankie needed that was supposed to be his. But also like the Vegapunk arc was shorter than we thought it was going to be, and it was way different than what we thought it was.
Yeah, it was way different, but it's still Frankie needed to do something. He needs to do something. He needs to do something.
Yeah, I give him.
He's fallen really far. He's fallen really hard in the Straw Hats.
Yeah,
he's fallen way to the bottom for me.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And if Usopp has an insane arc in this one, Usopp's gonna he could pop above Frankie. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, Usopp's at the bottom though, so for me.
He's at the bottom for you? Yeah. Oh, Frankie?
Yeah.
Frankie hasn't done anything in literally forever.
Yeah, but Usopp's Usopp.
Yeah, but Usopp's like, come on. Yeah. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's useless in most things.
He was more useful than Frankie was last in Wano.
I don't know if that's fully true.
No, that's not true.
Yeah,
Usopp just literally rode a horse.
Yeah, and he like shot some stuff, but Frankie like hit Big Mom
one time.
Had that good line, and he also saved Zoro. And he also beat that. He also beat that.
He did save Zoro. You're right.
And he beat that lead performer on his own with the giant robot.
What lead performer?
The Triceratops one. I know you wouldn't remember the fight because I didn't care for the fight either.
Oh.
But he fought a performer.
Oh.
And the guy had green hair. He was a Triceratops.
Did I skipped this? I probably skipped
it. Like spun around.
I might have skipped this.
He fought him with the super
robot. Oh, no, I didn't skip it because I was pretty... No, I caught it for Gear 5.
Yeah, he fought him with the pirate robot.
Yeah, I don't know. Frankie's boring to me. Yeah. He's just a duty thing. I guess in Big Cake, I mean, in Dressrosa, he had that huge fight with Mr. Pink.
That was spectacular.
That was spectacular and awesome. Yes. So they just got to give him a good fight.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Maybe Elbath. I mean, it's possible. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool, like a big Frankie robot.
Giant robot.
Yeah, a big Frankie robot. Yeah. If they did some Transformer thing with Chopper and Usopp,
that'd be fun. That'd be very, very fun. I'd be down for that.
Oh God, yeah, that was such a great episode with Chopper and Usopp in the tank and Chopper. Here's a piece of candy. Man, Chopper has really moved up in my ranks.
Yeah, over time. Chop's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, probably be Luffy, Zoro, Jinbei, Sanji.
Impressive. I don't know where I put him right now.
Chopper Robin.
He's definitely above Brook.
Chopper Robin.
Yeah, that'd be the deciding factor. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, that's tough. I don't know.
But anyway, that was our weekly anime review / manga. See you later. Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.